Hello everyone, my name is Mahaprasad and today I'm going to start a new concept that is your DAX, which is very important from Power BI. So let's understand. I have shared one data set and that is related to your beverage brand, and the beverage such as Coca-Cola, Dasani Whiter, Diet Coke, Fanta, Powerade, and Sprite. Okay, so let's understand DAX. DAX is nothing but that is a data analysis expression. You can see something like the column names are retailer ID, date, region, and state. These are the geographical location and price per unit, unit sold, revenue, and expenses. Okay, so DAX is nothing but let's say we have the given data, and if we are going to calculate some some additional let's say I'm going to find out what is the total revenue. Um, okay what is the total revenue here? Let's say I'm creating for the DAX, I'm going creating a new measure, and I'm giving the name is total revenue. Okay, you can see on the screen I've created the name is total revenue. Let me zoom it. Okay, you can see now clearly this is total revenue. Okay, so how to find out total revenue? There are some functions. We are using those functions in Power BI, such as, so for the total, from the name it is suggest, if you are going to find out total revenue, you can see revenue column is here. Okay, here is the revenue column, and this there you can see the symbol. This is the you can say there are some numerical value, that is why the symbol is like this. It's a summation symbol, and the table name is like data, or this is our table itself data, and there are so many columns I have already shown you from this table view. So total revenue, so I'm taking sum as the function, sum of total revenue, I mean sum of revenue, and that is of which the table name is data. So if you'll see data and revenue like this, so first one is the table itself and second one the revenue is the column. Okay, and I'm going to press over enter. So now we can see total revenue is already created like this, total revenue, and this icon is like a small calculator. So the icon itself, from there you can understand, yes, that is your DAX you have created. So let's check what is the value of the total revenue. So for that I have taken one matrix, such a visual, and total revenue I can put over here. Now you can see total revenue like this. Okay, and the secondly I'm going to create another measure. Let's say also whatever you have like you have created now total measure, like I mean total revenue. So we have taken sum as the function. Also we can take like maximum, minimum, and average in that way. Okay, so now I'm going to take how many unique brands are there. Okay, so we are going to find out how many unique brands are there. So let's say the name is unique brands. So for that, so unique itself, there should be no you can say or like unique, there should be nothing like duplicate. Okay, so for that we are going to use distinct function. So for unique, distinct count. So distinct count, and distinct count what, the table name is data, and that is your brands means beverage brands, how many different kind of beverage brands are there. So we can create by using distinct count. So enter. Now if I'm going to take that same, and you can place over here, you can see six. Let's say I want to cross verify whether there are six brands or how many was there. So I have shown you in the starting there are beverage brand. So if you can count here, Coca-Cola, Destination, Diet Coke, Fanta, Powerade, and Sprite, there are six brands. Okay, so this is our total number of unique brands. Let's calculate that is your total profit. Okay, let's say I'm going to calculate total profit. So this is the new measure, and name is we can say, okay, total profit or profit. And how to find the profit? So if you can say this is revenue and this is expenses, so that is nothing but if I'm going to subtract, okay, expense from revenue, okay, then I can get the total profit. So the profit is So first, what I'll do, sum of revenue minus sum of expenses. So sum of, okay, a revenue where I can take from the data table. So sum of data, we can say data revenue, right? Minus sum of what? Data expenses. This is the, okay, and I'm going to enter. Then you can see the profit here. So let's check what is the profit. Sorry. So we have created another visual, but I want to see over here. So this is the profit. Okay, we got a value, that is, this is our profit. So let's say I want to calculate for profit percentage. Okay, so for that you can see, uh, let's say, we can say percentage of profit. Okay, percent profit, or else say profit percentage. So this is, we are going to divide by, that is the profit, what is your profit, and out of your revenue, right? So that is your total revenue. So for that, there is nothing like, we can keep on profit on numerator and the total revenue on denominator, no. So for that we are taking one function, that is your divide. Okay, divide as a function. And so first one is profit, so I'm keeping the matrix as profit. Okay, so you can see the profit, then a numerator, and the denominator is what? Denominator is nothing but your total revenue. So you can see total revenue is there. So I'm closing the bracket. Okay, then you can see we got here percentage profit. So this is our profit percentage, but you can see, you can ask me, so profit percentage, it is showing 0.79, which is your decimal value. But if I want to see in percentage value, so from the percentage of profit as your measure, we can select here the percentage symbol, like the this one. Okay, I'm telling you that we are going to find out calculated column versus measure. Okay, so calculated column, which is nothing but, let's say if I'm going to do something row wise. Okay, so each row, we are going to get the value, so that is just our calculated column. So for that, how we can get that? Go to table tools and create a new column. Okay, from here I just want to okay, I mean, combine this region with state, like the geographical location. So for that I can say key, uh, region and state. I want to combine this, and I want to write in one column and a separate column. So for that I've created a new column. So region and state, and let's say the first one is your region is northeast. Sorry, region is taken from data. So I can take region which is from data. And so I can join for like and percentile. Okay, then for the space I want, so I can take double inverted and percentile, and I can select from data, and that is your state, right? So this is what we can create. See, northeast space New York. So that is why I kept here double inverted, I mean double inverted and one space. If I'm going to allow some more space and I'm going to put enter, you can see some more space in between northeast and New York. That is how this double inverted and how many spaces you are giving, this is works. Okay, so next, let's say, so this is called calculated column, and you can see calculated column, region and state, and the icon is like this. But before, so we have created some calculated measures, and icon is like the small calculator, but this is your calculated column. So that is the difference between calculated column and measure, and this is one interview question. So they are asking what is the difference between calculated column and measure. So where you can see calculated measure, this one is the, you can say, aggregated value, and calculated column, this all are, it is the row wise the calculation is going on. Okay, so next we are going to find out, let's say, you can see revenue like 6,000 and 5,000, and the units sold are 12,000, 10,000, like that. So I just want to categorize according to like the units sold, whether it is just like large or small. So for that I'm going to create another new column. Okay, and this is your, we can say, as I said ki I want to categorize this, so I can name it as category, category. Okay, and my condition is being here. Let me increase this that you can see clearly. Okay, if I'm going to give the condition, if from the data of unit sold, okay, this is I want to from unit sold, data of unit sold, I'll have to check where is unit sold. Yes, unit sold is greater than or else let's say 5,000, less than 5,000, then I can say this is your small, this is your small, or else whoever is not coming under small, then definitely they will be less, I mean there will be else category, so that will be large. Okay, if less than 5,000 small, else large. Okay, and I'm going to press enter. You can see large, 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 and here is small. Why? Because I have taken unit sold. First one is 12,000. Definitely 12,000 is not less than 5,000, so that is why it is coming under large. So suppose I want to add one more, that is say medium. Then let's say I want to keep name as categories, and I want to add for medium also. So I can copy this from here to here. Data unit sold, comma, let's say if bracket, and I can paste this data unit sold is less than 5,000 is small, and if it is less than I can say 10,000, then it will be medium, medium, or else it will be large, and twice the bracket and enter. So you can see large, large, medium, large, medium. So there are three categories, you can see large, medium, small. So like that way I have created a column, and this is known as calculated column. You understood? I hope you understood the difference between calculated measure and calculated column. Okay, next suppose I want to find out another measure, and that is for let's say what is your turnover, or we can say what is your revenue from sprite. I want to create another measure, and that is your, we can say, revenue. Okay, okay, sprite revenue. So sprite revenue, for that I'm going to create a calculated measure. So the function itself calculate. Okay, and you can see the specialty in DAX. So whatever you are going to write the DAX, so you'll get the instruction like there you can see the expression then filter. So revenue, I already told you the revenue is nothing but it is the, there is already one revenue column is there, and the table is data. So you can check total revenue. So we already have the total revenue. uh, okay, just think about this, we already have the total revenue. From the total revenue, if you can filter only sprite, then we can see the sprite revenue. So that what I'm going to do now. Let's total revenue, comma, and you can see the filter, and filter what I'm going to give sprite, and sprite from where I can get, from beverage brand, right? So the beverage brand from the data table beverage brand, right? And here is nothing but is equal to, I can give the name as sprite. Okay, and enter. Now we can see sprite revenue like this. So this is sprite revenue. So also you can find out some different like Coca-Cola and so Fanta. Those are also those revenue also you can find out like this um, way. Okay, so I hope you understood this the difference between calculated column and calculated measure. Thank you.